Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate the subcommittee waving me on for me to address this topic. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. Dr. Prabhakar? It's a lovely name, and we appreciate you being here. Madam, in your opening, in your statement, in your written statement, you say that one of your quotes, I believe, says, AI advances also bring the risk of a deepening erosion of privacy as surveillance increases and as more and more sensitive information is used to train AI systems. You point out that authoritarian governments are already using AI to censor and repress expression and abuse human rights. Is that part of your statement, ma'am?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay, I'm just clarifying. I have a broader concern I'd like to focus on in my limited time here regarding government's use of AI in the enforcement of laws and regulations. And I think that I'm strongly against that. And I'm going to ask you, Mr. Hyson, regarding law enforcement. It's my background. You may not know, but I appreciate the work that's done on the ground at the enforcement level, and I have my concerns there. But for you, Doctor, you referenced the authoritarian government's use of AI. Talk to us about criminal enterprise or state-sponsored cyber threat enterprise and how that would relate to AI. For instance, like malware AI or Trojan horse AI. We've seen major compromises of cyber systems at the government level and in the private sector. In my state of Louisiana, all driver's licenses. If you have a driver's license in Louisiana, your data was compromised. That's pretty much everybody. So we have stories like this across the country. It affects us all. Seems to me that AI is a tremendous threat in that arena. Can you address that?
Thank you for the question, Congressman Higgins. You're focusing on some of the important issues about the power of AI and which makes it very appealing to solve hard problems, but then comes with these risks that you've highlighted. Many threads in some of your comments. Let me focus for a moment on the cybersecurity element, because I think it's a great example of the bright and the dark side of AI technology. What we are seeing with the advances in AI is the ability to write software code more quickly, more securely, more robustly. Those are some of the bright side advantages. And at the same time, this is a technology that can be used for cyber attacks to look for vulnerabilities, to generate attacks more efficiently. And so I think that is the landscape. And then the choices that all of our work focuses on, of course, is how do we mitigate those risks and secure, for example, securing our systems, our cybersecurity systems,
right, we have
as we can.
In the interest of time, you're aware, and your team and the executive branch and the president is aware, and we hope that we have to be very focused on a balance moving forward between the power of AI and the potential dangers of AI. And I think primarily we have to establish security against weaponized AI from criminal networks and from nation states that will use AI against our nation. And at the same time, we have to make sure that we don't build AI into our own governmental enforcement systems that would threaten the individual rights and freedoms of Americans. Mr. Hyson, briefly, you mentioned that AI recognized patterns in a crossing at the border. How would that relate to the instinct? You believe that AI could dull the human instincts and judgment in law enforcement operations, and similar to the way that, like, many engineers now cannot use a slide rule. We don't remember phone numbers anymore. They're in our contact data. Most Americans cannot read maps and operate a compass anymore. We use GPS. So kids in school they're not taught cursive script, and yet all our historical documents are written in cursive script. You understand where I'm going with this? Please briefly, if the chairman will allow, address that as it would relate to the instincts of law enforcement.
The witness may answer the question.
Congressman, thank you. I certainly acknowledge the risk and want to assure you that we are leveraging AI as decision support for our law enforcement officers, but that ultimately our officers are the ones responsible for making law enforcement decisions. I also see tremendous potential to use AI to remove repetitive paperwork and administrative tasks that our officers have to do that they would tell you and they tell me dulls their focus from their security mission.
Thank you, sir. That's the answer I was hoping for. Mr. Chairman, I appreciate the indulgence.
Thank you.
I yield.